2 games old.
Welcome to Courtside Coffee, your place for highly caffeinated tennis talk. I'm your host, Merlisa, and today we're brewing up a conversation about the sport's newest and most exciting rivalry, Jannik Sinner versus Carlos Alcaraz, and what it means for the game's future. Is this the new Federer versus Nadal? And if so, who might emerge as the era's Novak Djokovic or Andy Murray? Let's get started. After a dominant Wimbledon performance, Jannik Sinner stands atop the men's rankings with more than 12,000 ranking points. He's expanded his lead over Carlos Alcaraz, who's still number 2. Sinner's win ended Alcaraz's 2-year grip on SW19 and delivered Alcaraz his first loss in a Grand Slam final. Now, these two have faced off in consecutive Grand Slam finals, evoking echoes of the classic Federer-Nadal duels where playing styles and personalities collide at the highest level. Jim Courier called these the new two, and I like that name because they are the new two after the era of the Big Three and the Big Four. These two account for the last 7 Grand Slam titles. Their matches are compelling, competitive, and entertaining. We have a contrast in style very similar to the Federer-Nadal matchup. Sinner's relentless baseline game and icy composure channel that Federer school of surgical precision. And then you have Alcaraz. He's kind of like Nadal with that swagger, fearless shot making, and athletic fireworks. With Alcaraz already a 5-time Grand Slam winner and Sinner holding 4, this rivalry has genuine era-defining potential. But remember, Federer and Nadal didn't have the stage to themselves for long. Enter Novak Djokovic and Andy Murray, who emerged as disruptors and over time built their legacies, at least equaled if not surpassed their famous predecessors. So who could be the Djokovic or Murray of the Sinner-Alcaraz era? Right now, there are a few contenders. By the next Murray or Djokovic, I mean someone slightly younger than the big two, who could exceed their games or expectations. So I'm not talking about Taylor Fritz, Alexander Zverev, or Daniil Medvedev, or Tsitsipas. These people are older. They could still win a slam or two. Medvedev has already won a slam, but they're closer to 30, and their window has closed for that GOAT-like dominance over a long period of time. When I say the next Djokovic, I'm talking about maybe somebody like Jack Draper, world number 5, despite his second-round loss at Wimbledon. The Brit has shown he can handle the big stage and has some big shot making of his own. Then we have someone like Ben Shelton. He's in the top 10 already, and he's got that raw power. He's got swagger, and he started playing so much later than Alcaraz and Sinner. So the fact that he's already in the top 10 tells me he could improve. You have Lorenzo Musetti, Arthur Fils, who he can hang with Alcaraz, but his health is a question. He's missed. He had to pull out of the French Open with a back injury, so we'll have to see how healthy he is. Now, Joao Fonseca, he's still a teenager, but already on the radar as the next gifted South American shot artist. He lacks consistency, but he's still so very young, so there's a big upside. Who can break the Sinner-Alcaraz stranglehold? The most likely candidate may resemble a Djokovic, a player who pushes past early inconsistency to turn physical prowess and mental resilience into consistent Grand Slam contention. My favorites are Ben Shelton and Draper. Now, Ben, like I said, he started getting serious about tennis around 12. He was still in school when Alcaraz and Sinner were already pros. I think they turned pro about 4 or 5 years before he did. So I feel like he has more room to grow than the others. And because his dad was a coach, his strokes are technically sound. He just lacks experience, and he's still gaining maturity on the tour. He hadn't even left the country until about 3 years ago. So this is only his third year on the tour, so I think he has the biggest upswing. One thing's certain, tennis's new two are setting the standard. But across the net, the next wave is coming fast. Just as Federer and Nadal once looked untouchable, the right breakthrough from this chasing pack could rewrite the script. The rivalry at the top makes the game crackle, but for fans and for history, the most exciting question remains: who's ready to join and maybe even disrupt this new golden age at the very summit of men's tennis? So who do you think will be the Djokovic to this new two? Please post your comments and subscribe to my Courtside Coffee Substack for the latest in tennis commentary, fashion, and coffee culture. In the meantime, thanks for listening, and until next time, stay caffeinated and keep on brewing.